Good morning. Hey, good morning, Chandru. What's up? Happy Monday. Oops. Sorry. One second. Just keep adjusting stuff. Anyway, okay. Oh, we should be good. We should be good. That should be good. Here we go. Morning wake up report. Feel good. Hopped out of bed immediately. Feeling excited for the week. It was very easy to get on the bike this morning. I got a new pair of 35s. I've gone up 15 pounds for my dumbbells here. I'm excited to try them out. So after some cardio on the bike here, we'll lift some weights. Very excited to try this out. I had to get them from Dick's Sporting Good, and Dick's is it like the Dick's near me moved to the mall, and it's like in the middle of the mall, like down some steps. The escalator was broken, so I had to like carry these 35s throughout the mall to my car. So I've already got a little trial run workout in. I was like, what if I wanted to buy more? They had like a 300-pound Mr. Olympian set. I'm like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, how the hell would I get this there? There's no like grocery carts at the mall. I just have to like, hey, can I use like one of your carts or something? I don't know. Didn't make sense. Hey, good morning, Biz. There you go. The good old sumo stomp. Yeah, it's weird. You're like, wow, why does this, it's like hitting inside parts of your like leg and stuff that you don't normally hit. If you've been squatting a lot, it still makes squat burn. Well, yeah, keep it up. Let me know. I've been keeping it up. My sumo teacher, he did really well. He was at a tournament in Texas, and he like dominated. He had like 2 losses, which kind of was a bummer. But he won like 8 matches. Oh, there you go. Yeah, let me know how that goes, Biz. Do you like that they did that? I feel like it's almost like, that a lot less people are going to see you. But, if it's a thing for charity anyway.
Byzantiadev said, I do. It's effort on the day.
Okay.
And health and safety allowing the hospice mascot will be available to use for the run anyway.
I'm trying to adjust sorry. I'm just here staring at you touching my helmet. Thank you, Tick Tickler. Hey, welcome back, Tick Tickler. I remember you. Another nay, another pound. Thank you, Blake. Yes, sorry. I could not read the text. I know that feeling feels good AF, yes. It's a me-powered fan. Stop slacking and grab the arm handles. You know what? I have adapted to that. Yes. I do think that grabbing the arm handles does something for you. I was debating whether, when I started this stream, whether these did anything. I never feel any burn from them. But thank you, Zach. Yeah. Trying to keep it good. Trying to keep it good. That's why I got this bad boy. So I didn't have to hold the mic the whole time. Same concept in the elliptical. I also question the elliptical. Is it just for old people balance? Is it really doing anything? I don't know. I am not a doctor, and I bet to say that you aren't either. You know, workout equipment loves to claim full body, but just because I'm moving it doesn't mean it's really working out. But not like significant. I'm no doctor. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not sorry for going on the attack here. You're right. I feel like I do pedal faster. Like if I'm slacking, my arms will pick it up. All good, brother. Thank you. So whether it be placebo or not, I should keep my arms on the thing. That's good advice. "23 more minutes on the bike and then we'll lift some weights." Woo! I'm excited. I bought heavier weights. I'm very excited to use them. I've like maxed out my 20s. I feel like everything I could do with the 20s, I can maybe now do with the 35s. We'll see if that's a big mistake, but I think so. I think I'm excited to see. It's a big up, but I didn't want to buy 30s, you know. Is the word Shiko used in sumo? I don't know the term super well yet. I think so. I mean, there's like names for everything. I might be wrong, but I think Shiko is like the ceremony you do at the beginning and the end of every match to be like, we're cool. Like one thing I like about sumo is like, you know, very good forced sportsmanlike conduct. You bow at the beginning, you take a squat and do this at the end, and like when you squat and do this, you're like, we're all good. So, and then you both leave. So I could be very wrong, but it does sound like something he said before. I gotta start learning all the things. And now I'll learn all the names of the moves. Because especially like the bull charge at the beginning, or like the slap, when people do a slap down, those are like the two most satisfying things. Either the charge doesn't work, or the slap works super effectively. And they're both kind of risky moves. Because if you know it's coming, you can just step out of the way or stand up straight. But it's very interesting that, you know, sumo can be over like in 1 second.
You've come a long way from the AI dungeon streams. Kind of wild.
Yeah, for sure. Isn't that wild to think that that was over 5 years ago? That is so insane. Pretty much bookended the pandemic, unintentionally. Yeah, I should do one of those like montages, like a second of me every day for the past 5 years. Get all the AI dungeon videos and all the workout videos. That'd be pretty interesting. So much effort for maybe no payoff. I think it'd be fun for me to watch. Very curious. I'll put it in the legwork just for my own curiosity. And it'll get like 10 views, but you know. Kind of interesting. You know, I think it's going to be interesting. I haven't really rewatched a lot of my old videos, but it's kind of like a unintentional vlog of my sanity throughout the pandemic. So, kind of interesting. We were talking about this yesterday. Me and my wife were talking about like, it's gonna be so crazy when we're old, and there's so much content. Like, me as a young kid, there's like no pictures of. My parents took all the pictures of my older brother, and then I got born, and they're like, we done. We'll take a couple pictures, barely enough to fill one album. Hey, good morning, Chunky Heel. How's it going? But kids today, they're like chronically online. There's photos of like everything.
Is streaming or content creation not the modern equivalent?
Yeah, more so. There's like people are gonna be watching their grandpa play Call of Duty as like a 20-year-old. Like that's just gonna be hanging out on the internet forever. Can you imagine if you saw your great-grandparents or whatever, like screaming and acting like little babies? That's insane. You know, you had high regard for old people because you didn't see any of that stuff. You just had to believe the tales of old that they told you.
He was a veteran of the Call of Duty wars of 2008.
There you go, yeah. And when you're up to telling your own story, you know, you kind of talk yourself up. You're the hero of your own tale. And Now we're going to have like hours and hours of video proof of who your grandparents really were or who everybody is. You can just look up old videos of them. I do wonder, this is kind of like a what if scenario, that there's going to be a generation of kids that are chronically offline. Like this pendulum swings way far the other way. Whereas like, they're going to see all the shit we go through with like privacy and internet data concerns. And they're going to be like, well, I'm just not going to be online ever. I don't know if that's going to come true. Interesting to theorize though, you know? What could happen? What's the next generation going to do? One thing that's coming true is like, you know, people are addicted to their phones, so, you know, there's more technology than ever, but,
Chronically
Gen Z and
offline
Gen
people
Alpha
would probably live in the woods and become isolationists.
Oh, there you go, yeah, maybe. Who knows? They're not computer savvy. I feel like millennials are very computer savvy. We had to, like, be raised in the oldest, hard to use shit, and then in the new shit. So we're like the good medium. But then like new kids just do everything on their phone. And you can't really learn computers just having a phone. I don't know. It's interesting. Very interesting. Who knows what problems it's going to have? $14 more minutes on the bike here. Then we'll lift some weights.
I remember lessons during secondary school where the whole point was to get savvy with Excel and PowerPoint.
Oh yeah. I am Excel 2003 certified. What a waste of money that was. I just had like a class, and I was like the only one who took the test and got certified. Everyone else was still learning like chapter 1. And they're like, it's going to take all semester for people. And then I was the only one steamrolling through the book. And they're like, do you want to take the certification exam? I go, hell yeah. And I passed very easily. There's a lot of weird stuff you could do with Excel, like integrating with like Access databases and emails and stuff. That was the hard part, is the shit that no one really uses. You had to learn formulas and stuff. Those are really easy. Pivot tables, I'm sure it's used a lot by business people, but pivot tables are confusing as hell. I guess it kind of makes sense. You want to punch in one number and see projections and all this extra shit. And then PowerPoint had all the weird fonts and, you know, what were those called? Like the GIFs or the, like stickers. Oh man, I'm having a total brain fart. The weird art, like stock art that was in like PowerPoint. It's on the tip of my tongue, I feel like.
I remember the wacky fonts and fades.
Yeah. Yeah, the wacky... if you had, like, a cool... Like, I remember somebody had, like, a stampede of their face as one of the transitions. I was like, that is creative as hell. And they would all go in different speeds. And I was like, oh, everyone was like, whoa. Who cared about the rest of the presentation? He was doing a presentation just to, you know, stunt that on us. And we were like, that's a good stunt. That's cool. Computer magician. Or when we learned about text-to-speech. So they disabled text-to-speech sites on the VPN. but somebody figured out you could do a command line. I forget what the command was, but then we were all, you know, command line text to speech, and the teacher couldn't figure out. The teacher was like, how are they getting past the VPN? And didn't think that was just like a command line program running in the background. What's other good computer lab pranks? Windows arrow key flips the monitor upside down. And so a lot of people were like, I don't know how to do this. And so people are like clicking through menus and stuff upside down, and they're like turning their head and they're like, I don't know how to fix this. And then the teacher doesn't know either. Very funny.
I've heard that government sites have atrocious cybersecurity. Funny how the things that really need it have basic protection.
Mm-hmm. And then banks kind of had good security. It's more security stuff through obscurity. But yeah, it's insane that my my Blizzard account has better security than my bank and, you know, healthcare login. That's the way it goes, though. You know, there's companies out there. There's like Auth0 or whatever. There's companies where it's just like, hey, if you're too stupid to handle this, let us handle it. Because, you know, really good security is pretty, you know, hard. Hey, what's up, the Gamer Comics? Good morning. It's unfortunate that most of these companies are reactive. They wait until a big hack happens.
I never used it, but 4chan got taken down for a fortnight. It looks primitive, but I never knew the code of it.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of curious. I bet it was pretty simple. Like maybe a lot of moderation tools. But I think one of the reasons for its longevity is it probably could run on a potato. And I don't think any cloud service would host them, so I'm pretty sure they're just like physical servers somewhere that they own. I don't know. Which is also a problem when you're getting attacked. Like you don't have a full security staff on site for when unauthorized access. Kind of sad. You know, a lot of people are like, rest in hell, douchebags. 4chan had some really fun stuff though. You know, it had some of the meanest people on the internet. Had weird anonymous, had weird sex, weird, you know, weird boards with some very questionable content, but, you know. Overall, kind of a frozen treasure from ancient internet times that is now gone. I saw they're trying to dig back. Anybody remember proto-Reddit? Reddit, I feel like, is kind of the same way, except for the downvotes really, you know, when they were talking about getting rid of the downvote button, I was like, that's stupid. How do you tell people what you hate? But you know what it creates is this weird metagame where people who want their content, they'll have all these bots that just automatically downvote everything. So, like, through no fault of your own, the game is rigged. Unless you do the same where you upvote yours to grow out of the downvotes, or it gets naturally upvoted within, like, the first hour. Or else it's dead. I remember you. Get that shit, boy. Thank you, Edgar. Good morning, Mystical. Thank you for the W. I love abandonware, yeah. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can't run on Windows 11. I feel like Windows 10 was like the last time they tried to support really, really old stuff. And then Windows 11, they're just like, all that old shit, it just ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to jump through some hoops. You are in that zone. Thank you, yeah. In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna be done with my cardio. We're gonna lift some weights here. I bought some heavy, heavy weights. I'm very excited to struggle to use them. Heavy for me. It's not like I bought 150s. I bought some 35s. 35-pound dumbbells. It is a big jump from my 20-pound ones. So, let's see. Let's see how I suffer. It's also kind of interesting that original internet stuff, like, if we didn't have sites like archive.org, I think a lot of that shit would just be completely lost to time. Like, there'd be a screenshot somewhere, but we wouldn't really know. Which is crazy how fast stuff can, like, evaporate off the internet. You know, you can't delete stuff if you wanted to, but, you know, if you stop looking and someone takes it down, then you're like, oh, that's gone, just gone now. Like, I think LiveJournal's gone. Good. All my middle school posts probably should be gone forever. 23andMe's on its way out. What else?
You can relive stuff like that with apps like Active Worlds. It was social media before Facebook.
Oh,
late
interesting.
90s.
Active Worlds, I'm not familiar with this. I've not heard about this. I remember AOL chat rooms pretending to be a dirt girl and then getting a bunch of guys to send you something creepy and you go, huh, the internet's so wild. What state are you in? I'm in Southeast Michigan, Metro Detroit, holding it down.
There's a world on Active Worlds that's just an advert for the 1998 Godzilla film. It was still active last time I hopped on.
That is so amazing. Second Life has some weird stuff like that too. Second Life, I think, is still going strong, right? Second Life will always have a special place in my heart because there's this documentary about, you know, people socializing on Second Life. It's like people who are like chronically on Second Life to it where it's like a problem. And this one woman, she met this guy in Second Life, and like she's like divorcing her husband, and they're like going on a date. They're meeting in real life for the first time, and they're playing the game. And you know, they have their weird sex in game, which is like clicking a ball to make an animation happen. It was so funny. But then, like, he gets really mad at her for something very trivial. And you could tell just the instant regret on this woman's face. Like, man, I left my husband for this weirdo. There's somewhere you at. It's still club times where I'm at. Yeah. It is 7:30 in the morning here. But just like, yeah, day one, meeting this guy, he goes, I told you to do this. And she's just like, what?
Second Life has a reputation for a raison, I guess.
You know, reality hit her like a sack of bricks right in the face. She's like, oh, this guy was just always nice to me online, but he's just as bad or way worse. You know, I think a lot more marriages would be saved if you get you get a cheat pass. You get to go on one date with one guy you think you want to leave me for. And, you know, just, see what happens. I think that would end a lot of, these weird cheat scenarios where you're just like, I'm just unhappy because you're not talking to me and we're not physically active. But then you go out with another guy and you realize most people suck and you're like, okay, actually you are better. Can we just talk and, be intimate every once in a while? Marriage saved. I feel like a large portion of marriages could be saved by you get one.
You can't blame your other for cheating if you did it as well.
Oh, yeah, it's so bad with me. Okay. Go out with Mr. Second Life. Let's see what happens. I'll hold off on signing the divorce papers. Let's see. I highly recommend the wireless microphone. I have a shotgun mic for my phone, but I have this for high fidelity audio for Twitch and YouTube. But I should get the, what's that one? A lot of people have the Rode microphone that clips on. That's a good idea. Because if I do outdoor workouts, that would just be so much easier. Good suggestion, Edgar. Woo. All right. 30 minutes on the bike. Let's go lift some weights. Let's go lift some heavy boys. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Let my heart rate come down a little bit. 150. Not bad, not bad. My chest is feeling better. Still a little sore. I have a bruised rib up here for some reason. So I'm kind of staying away from chest and core stuff until that's all 100%. But definitely feeling way, way better. Either that or I'm just getting used to the pain. All right. This is what I've been waiting for all weekend. Let's lift these 35s. Watch, I only do 5 of them, and I never pick them up again. All right, here we go. Round 1. One. Oh, shit. 1, 2. Oh, shit. 2. Don't swing them. 3. Oh, shit. I might put it out around the number. 4. Don't swing them. 5. Oh, my God. 5 might be the magic number. 6. No, we could go further. 6. 7. Don't swing them. 7. 7. That's the magic number. Oh my God. Okay, well, we have it. 7. Okay. Interesting. Well, we can't do a full set, so it's good that we could do some, but not get there. We'll get there eventually. I'll be doing those like I was doing the 20s in no time. All right. Uh, let's do some skull crushers. I don't want to lay down on my back because it's hard to get up. But do some tricep. Ugh. Sorry for the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! All right, that's right in my zone for tricep. I think for skull crushers, that's also going to work out well. But man, for biceps, I'm going to do it again. But I might finish with 20s if I can't do a full set on the second one, which is definitely going to be the case. All right. We'll do some lateral raises. Side lateral. Then we'll do sumo stomps. I'm trying to do 50 a day, so I'll do 25 and 25. We'll get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'll see I brought in a VHS player, all in one TV. I was gonna play some Taibo, but then I realized you have to rewind the tapes every time. I haven't had a VCR player in a long time. I didn't feel like doing that. But, if we do Taibo, I'm following along with Billy Blanks. He just does, he doesn't have anything. You're just standing in front of the TV. So I think that'd be fun to do on stream, me following along with Taibo. Maybe I'll do that Friday. We'll see. All right. Other arm. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I am covered in sweat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. 25 sumo stomps. Here we go. These suck. Do these at 45. I need to get a weight bench. That's my next big purchase. Yeah, for sure. Start doing some incline stuff. Incline chest press. Yeah, that's a good idea too. But currently, I have the floor and I have standing up. I have no in between. All right, sumo stomps. 25, trying to do 50 a day. It looks weird, but, it is weird. So, but it's good. 1, 2. Oh, it works out your hip flexors in such a weird way, but 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm turning way too much. 7, 8. Oh, my hip flexor right here is really tight. 9. Let me try Stretch it. I don't know how you stretch out hip flexor, but 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, all right, that's the end of round one. Let's get our heart rate down. 155. Short little break. 10 seconds. Ten more seconds. All right, we're going to pick up the 35s again, see how far we can get. Couldn't do a full set. Maybe I should just wait and come back to them tomorrow, but I'm too excited. All right, let's try them again. Last time we got to 7. Let's try to get to 7 again at least. We'll finish the set with 20s. Here we go. Just make sure my heart rate comes down a little bit. $35, here we go. I wanted this. I paid money for this. 1, 2, 2, 3, trying to beat 7, 4, don't swing them, 5, slow and controlled, 5, 6, don't swing, 6, come on, at least get to 7, 7, 7, come on, get to 8, 8, come on, get to 9, nope, can't get to 9. Woo-wee! 35 is solid, man. Good shit. Thank you. Got to 8. Got 1 pass. One day I'll be slow and controlled with that. We'll get there. Day 1 with them. Do some push-ups. They help me. Yeah. I'm staying away from push-ups because I have a bruised rib, and anytime I do anything with chest stuff, I'm like trying to stay off it for a while, which just sucks because I've been off it for like 2 weeks and it's still hurting. Get that cardio too. Hey, I did 30 minutes of cardio to start out the day. Looking good, man. But thank you. Yeah, we're getting in the good mix. You know, some weightlifting, some cardio, all good things. We're trending downward. I weighed at 263 today. Today is day 114, I think. I started in January 3rd, and I was 287. So we're fucking killing it. Trending down, you know, trying to get that beach bod, but, you know, this is just for, like, overall health. All right, here we go. Let's finish out bicep curls. We were at 8. Oh my God, these are so light. 9, 10. It's like I'm lifting air. 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Wow. You know, after living 35s, those 25s like floated to the ceiling. All right. Some triceps. Sorry for the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! Do some side lateral raises. Gotta go. Keep it up. Hey, thank you, Edgar. Hopefully you check out again and see my progress. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for the kind words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Switch arms. I am sweating like a mother. 1, 2, 3. Those 35s were where it's at. 4. I was already sweating a lot, but I really feel the burn after that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! My heart rate come down a little bit. 158. Hell yeah. All right, 25 sumo stomps. Here we go. Down one more round of lifting weights. Skinny legend. Hey, good morning, Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. Nice to see you again. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look. Look. It's coming along. It's looking like the emoji. The bicep emoji. It's not all marshmallow fluff anymore. We're getting there. I'm doing it, Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. I'm doing it. All right, 25 sumo stomps. 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling my balance way better already with this. 4. We've been doing this for 2 weeks now. Or just 1 week, I think. I gotta check the tape, see what. 6, 7. Ooh, 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 ooh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo! Short break. Let's get this heart rate down. 152. I'm happy with the progress on those 35s. Getting more than half on day one with them. You know, I wondered if I could do a full set with them. But, you know, that was hubris. I was just really hoping that I didn't do like 3 and then not be able to lift them. But we damn did it. One more set of lifting weights. I'm going to go easy. Going to finish out with the 20s. Not go super hard. You know, I don't want to injure myself on day one. But we'll be back at it to get the 35s tomorrow. All right, here we go. Last set, round 3. One, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Hey, thank you. I will keep going. 6, 7. 7. Thank you for the good morning encouragement. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. 12. 12. Woo! All right, get some triceps in here. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Sammy. All right, triceps. Sorry for the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, side laterals, and we are done for the day. We're all set up. It was a good day of pumping. I've got a new enemy, and his name is Mr. 35 Dumbbell. Sorry. TikTok keeps, making me do these damn captchas. I've had to do like 1,000 captchas. I don't know. TikTok's weird. All right, side lateral raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Switch arms. Tristan, must say I haven't joined this live before, but I see you doing this very often. Good for you. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to get it in every morning, try to stay consistent with it. You know, I'm still a fat piece of crap, but I'm definitely less so. Especially probably since the last time you weren't watching. Doing more than most, keep it up. Inspirational. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, really trying to do it. You know, I'm trying to care more about myself. I'm trying to dress better. I'm trying to keep shaving today. I really need to shave bad. And treat my body right. You know, working out, eating better. It's hard to tell, but we're getting there. 1, 2. Appreciate the support. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. Round 3 done. We are all set for the day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It takes so long, but once you're there, it's easy to maintain. Yeah. Thank you. Use code Moody. Yeah, you're right. I've been there before, and you know, you lose it when you stop caring. You break the routine. You're like, you know, I'm there. How fast can it all come back? It can come back in like a month. That's how crazy it is. But if you just stick with it, you know, you like what you do, find a routine, don't suffer. You know, I think a lot of people, you know, they have these insane routines. They go way too hard. They're trying to lose weight. They're trying to lose like 100 pounds in a month. And, you know, a pound a week is great progress. Nice, steady progress. Like your workout. Do what you like, you know. You don't always want to be in pain. If you don't like something, stop doing it, you know. Cardio is always going to suck. Find your favorite form of cardio. For me, you know,
losing 100 pounds in a month sounds almost fatal.
Yeah. I want to be lighter than air. Yeah, I guess you could do that. If you're 1,000 pounds lighter and you're only 200 pounds, you know, I guess death makes you lighter. Anyway, where was I? Who knows? How are you able to go live? You know, I have no idea. I think since I switched to fitness, TikTok just gave me a stream thing. So I don't know. I don't have 1,000 viewers, but you know, we'll get there. We're building up. You know, since I've been going live, you know, a lot of people have followed me through that. So I like it. But yeah, I have no idea. Hell yeah, buddy. Thank you, Zach. All right. Have a good morning, everybody. Hey, thanks for the follow. I work out 7 a.m. Eastern time every weekday morning. I take the weekends off to rest. I do sumo on Sundays. I don't record that, but yeah, that's why I do some weird exercises, but that's why. Anyway, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for all the new follows. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow morning. Peace. Have a good day. Sweat check. Proof it's not all CGI. All right. See you tomorrow morning. Biz, Bowser's Big Mean Burrito, Chandru. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.